There's a very famous trainer who's working with a couple of these fighters for the very first time.
In fact, working with everybody tonight, talking about former champion James Buddy McGirt. He's able to motivate and rejuvenate. We've seen that with Arturo Gatti and current light heavyweight champion of the world, Antonio Tarver. He'll try to do that tonight with, in the main event, Prince Ajambo, who's trying to become a better fighter, and then Stevie Johnston, who's trying to rejuvenate his career, a former two-time champion. So Buddy will be busy tonight.
Can you forget me your hands? Can you fight? Then let's go.
I think it was a right uppercut, and he should go right back with that shot. And there he did it, to the body, to the head.
Early in the round, a lot of time for Rivera. He survived in the fourth round. Can he do it here? He's in more trouble this time.
Well, he should not let him off the hook this time. Nice body shot, needs to come underneath.
Gotta fight back! Gotta fight back!
Referee is very close to stopping this fight. One or two punches away, that'll be it.
Joey, first off, hey, congratulations. First off, let's talk a little bit. One of the things I referenced was his ring walk. It kind of reminded me of Corey Spinks when he took on Zab Judy. Took an hour and a half to get in the ring. How did that affect you before the start of the fight?
Well, that was one of my favorite songs. So actually, I just, when you say Joey or Jimmy, can't really tell in the crowd, so I just pretend it was for me. Tony Robbins is, but I mean, I just mind flipped it.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your power. You hurt him every time you hit him, especially with the right hand. It had a tremendous impact.
I'm gonna tell you this: try boxing with Jeff Lacey, Keith Thurman, Chad Dawson, or Winky Wright.
And having Dan Birmingham. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here, and you take us through what's happening.
Actually, at this point in time, I'm not doing what Dan's telling me to do. Except once I was crowding a little too much. I was just told to step up on top of him and not give him any room to breathe. No one can handle that power. No one can.
We'll talk to Dan Birmingham. Dan, assess Joey's performance.
I give him an A+ for one thing. We told him in the corner that, you know, to stay with Jimmy Lang after he backs up, stay right on his chest, you know, and try to be first, work the body hard, and eventually we knew he'd stop him.
All right, what would you like to see next for him?
I'll let his management team work that out, but he's a great kid.
All right. Joey, finally, before we let you go, what's next for you?
Whatever Dan says.
All right, the new NABO middleweight champion. Look, he's now really a contender, Joey Gilbert. David Tua, once one of the most feared fighters in the world. Then came his fight with Lennox Lewis, where Tua was totally outclassed by the champion. Another poor showing, this time against crafty Chris Bird, has Tua's boxing future in total jeopardy. Tonight, the Tua man faces unbeaten Frez Oquendo. Oquendo, coming off 4 straight KOs, says tonight he'll not only beat, but knock out David Tua. So the stakes are high for Tua. It could be boxing oblivion or back to the heights of the heavyweight division. For Oquendo, a win over Tua could propel him towards a world's championship. We are in Chester, West Virginia, at the Mountaineer Racetrack and Gaming Center. Not for thoroughbred racing, but for big-time heavyweight boxing inside the Harv. Our main event, scheduled for 12 rounds, NABF heavyweight champion Frez Oquendo, the boxer, takes on David Tua, the slugger from New Zealand. Combination by Tua, whacking right hand by Tua, left hook by Tua, wobbled him. Oquendo says he's not hurt. He gets hit with a big right hand. And I think he did feel that power of David Tua. He looks a little wobbly. Let's see if Tua will jump on him. David Tua sensing he may have Oquendo in some trouble. Right hand, just missed with a left hook. Right hand by Tua. Left hook by Tua. Oquendo in a lot of trouble on the ropes. David Tua has his shot. A big left and a right. He's nearly out on his feet. Tua, uppercut, right hand, left hand. Huge trouble. The fight is stopped. The fight is stopped. David Tua knocks out Frez Oquendo. He is back at the top of the heavyweight ladder. We said it could come at any time, and it did. David Tua, the Tua man, with a devastating knockout. You see how important it is for a man who so many, including this announcer, challenged after the performance or lack thereof against Lennox Lewis and against Chris Bird. He told me in no uncertain terms he would get it done. The deeply religious Tua on his knees saying prayer from Samoa, represented New Zealand. Let's watch. Tua, body, right hand to the head, left hook. Oquendo's in trouble. He was already wobbly here, looping right hand, and that really stunned Fres Oquendo. Watch the finishing power of David Tua. Tua now, sensing he's got his man hurt. Uppercut, right hand, left hook, another left hook. Beautiful combination, series of left hooks. Tremendous power. This is what finishing a fighter off is all about. And the referee stopped the fight. There was a minute to go. Good stoppage. This fight brings me back to Roy Jones Jr. and Antonio Tarver II. And Floyd's about the same age as Roy Jones Jr. was. And Floyd Mayweather is a reflex fighter. He relies upon his reflexes. You drop one little iota of speed or reflexes, you open yourself up. And in this case, he's opening himself up, potentially against a guy who has big-time power.
Good shot. Hand by Ortiz. Arnudez eats an uppercut, and the referee steps in and stops it.
We saw in Floyd's last fight in Shane Mosley where he got caught with a shot from a Sugar Shane Mosley that's not the same fighter that he used to be. Would not surprise me at all to see Floyd on the canvas in this fight. If ever there was a guy who was born to fight, who was born to be a boxer, it's Floyd Mayweather. At the end of the day, Floyd is the one that prepares Floyd. He's got a lot of ring savvy and ring guile, so he will really bring out the best or the inexperience in Canelo Alvarez. You're on one heck of a roll. 15 straight victories, multiple world titles since 2005. What are your goals as a fighter at this point in your career?
My goals is to maintain giving honor and exciting fight to the fans.
This will be a youngster you're facing, on Saturday night, and he's a good fighter. What do you think of Tim Bradley?
It is a good fight on Saturday, Tim Bradley is. I love to fight Tim Bradley because he's undefeated. He's a champion, and I believe that I'm faster than him and stronger than him.
Hello and welcome to In This Corner TV. I'm James Smith. Well, Saturday night has turned into Sunday morning. We're still here at the MGM Grand, where earlier in the night, in that ring that they're tearing down, it was Floyd Money Mayweather making it 43-0 with a hard-fought, unanimous 12-round decision over Miguel Cotto. I said going into this fight that I thought it could be a very entertaining and interesting fight, and it was. Here's what the unbeaten pound-for-pound king had to say about his victory tonight over Miguel Cotto. You actually tonight won the fight hands down.
Well, it's like I said before, protect yourself at all time. I came straight ahead like I told you guys I was going to do. I told you guys, go back and look at 24/7, and I told you guys this fight wouldn't go the distance. He said the fight wouldn't go the distance, so we gave the fans what they wanted to see.
Now, you're not mad at me anymore, right, about that little prediction of mine?
I'm not mad at nobody.
Okay, we love each other. All right, fantastic, man. Great performance.
Thank you.
Sydney, Australia. Tail of the tape for Hugh Jackman, hailing from Sydney, Australia. 6'2", a solid 215 pounds, 78-inch reach, a 17-year professional, over 30 motion pictures, countless Broadway plays, a Tony, an Emmy, hosted the Academy Awards, helped Zack Ryder win a championship with WWE, and according to my Kiwi friends, they want you to do the anthem again if the All Blacks play
Smitty.
Australia. I'm sorry, but
I'm
anyway,
impressed.
welcome to In This Corner.
Yeah.
Good to meet you.
It's glad to meet you too.
Tail of the tape for Kevin James, hailing from Mineola, New York, standing all of 5'8 3/4".
I'll give you that.
Weighing in at a trim and ready, svelte 235 pounds these days.
I gotta change that up a little bit.
Tail of the tape for Samuel L. Jackson, standing nearly 6'3", weighing in at a svelte 187 pounds, a reach of nearly 68 inches, with a professional record of 66 movies, grossing over $3 billion the most of any actor in Hollywood history in a career spanning all the way back to 1972, known for some of the most powerful and riveting roles in big screen history.
Wow, I need to bring you everywhere with me. I want you to announce that to my kids when I come down for breakfast, that I'm about to take the table. That's nice.